guys, welcome to Freedom in a Budget. It is Dumping Debt Friday time, hashtag DDF. So I have your questions here, which I'm so excited to answer, and I just love this. So guys, if you are new, welcome, and this time, every other week, I do this twice a month, I answer your questions. So if you have a question for me or a money win, please leave it down below in the comments. And I have a whole Word document where I keep track of them and make sure that I don't miss any. So definitely leave a question for me down below. I just love interacting with you guys, and it's my favorite video. I've said probably every week, but I love them. All right, so we're gonna dig right in. First one is from Sweet Fluffy Cotton Medina. That is a fun name. She says, "Hi Kelly, I want to know if you think taking out a lower interest loan is the right thing to do to bundle all my credit cards in one place. I know that the credit scores are evaluated every week or so the extra credit from the loan would higher my credit score. I'm thinking of keeping the loan just for my credit cards, and that's all. What do you think?" I do not think it's a good idea. I don't like consolidating debt or anything like that, and for a couple different reasons. Number one, you feel like you're doing a lot more than you are. I don't want to be too harsh on it, but you feel like you do this, you're like, yeah, it's a major win, my credit score went down, my payments are lower, my interest went down, my credit score went up, my interest went down, my payments are lower, it's awesome. But then you're not changing your habits. You're like, oh yeah, I can go out and do this, I can do that, and all this, and you feel like you've made all this progress and you've paid off all this stuff when you haven't. So you're gonna get deeper into debt because you're just having that mentality, whereas you're not having the gazelle intense mentality of, all right, let's pay this off, pay this off. Number two, second reason is when you are paying off one card at a time, you get those wins. I'm actually doing this with a coworker right now, and it's so cool. Every month and a half, he's able to pay off a credit card. And it's so fun just to see the light in his eyes of being like, I get to pay that off next month. So the second paycheck that we get, when I get that, I can pay it off. And it's just so cool to see all the progress. Whereas before, what he was doing is he was putting $25 to $50 each on extra on each card and thought he was making all this progress because he's making all these extra payments from on top of his minimum balance, which it wasn't, because it was just so scattered. Where you had that debt snowball, you're paying minimums on everything, and then that smallest debt, you're able to put everything you can to it, and then you roll it some more, and it gets bigger and bigger, and as you pay off cards, you're able to add more to that debt snowball, and the next thing you know, you're putting hundreds of dollars a month towards it, whereas before, you were just putting an extra $25 to it, and it wasn't really doing anything, because the interest, the way that the compound interest worked, it just wasn't making any progress. So I really like the mentality of the debt snowball. What it does psychologically to you is just amazing, of making you want to work harder. And say you have, $100 left on that credit card, you're going to be like, all right, what around here can I sell? What can I do to make $100? What side hustle? Who needs babysitting? Who needs this? What can I do to get this money? What can I do to pay off this card? I want to pay off this card tomorrow. What can I do today to get that money to pay this card off? It's so cool how it changes your mentality. So I hope that helps. All right, next question is from Melissa, and she says, "Hi Kelly, I have two questions. 2 retail stores are closing in my area, and I tried to close out the 2 credit cards, both at a zero balance. They are telling me no because it does not matter because they are closing their doors. Is this true? It's Bon-Ton in New York & Company. Thanks for your help." To be honest, I've never been in this situation, so I'd love to hear what everyone else has to say down below in the comments. But to me, this just sounds crazy. You want to close up the cards. If the stores are closing anyways, they should be closing their accounts. And so, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense of why they're not letting you. What I would do is I would call them, and I would go, see who you can talk to, and just keep on working your way up and talk to supervisors and managers, and working your way up and saying, look, no, I have paid off my card. I need to close my account. And if they say no, say, I need to speak to your supervisor. I need to close my account. They can't refuse you from closing their account, and it's crazy that they want to because they're closing their stores. And it sounds like it's just that location. I've never heard of Bon-Ton, but there's a New York & Company down here in Florida that, to my knowledge, as of like a month ago, it was still open. So I don't know if it's just that location or all of New York and Company, which I don't think it is. But yeah, I would go corporate. I don't know if you're just going store level or what, but see how high you can go. You guys can see Skylar in the corner. She's a little restless right now. She wants to play and she needs to wait a couple more minutes. All right, next question is from Lilynette, and she says, "Hi Kelly, my question is, what should be your priority, filling up your fully funded emergency fund filling up your sinking funds? I'm debt-free at baby step 3, but it didn't take long to get out of debt, so my sinking funds don't have a lot in them. What should I do to fill up? First, focus on my emergency fund, because if something happens to my car, I don't, my sinking fund will cover it. Thank you." I would kind of split it up. You said you were able to pay off your debt fast, so it sounds like you have a great income. So if you're able to kind of do both. This is something that I was doing when I was paying off my debt, and I would get, you know, an extra $1,000 a month, say on side hustle and overtime and stuff. What I would do is I would split it. I would put half towards debt, half towards wedding fund. So maybe do something like that, putting half of your extra money towards your emergency fund and half towards sinking funds. Because for sinking funds, you're going to need them. You know, Christmas is coming, or holidays are coming, or birthdays, or whatever your sinking funds are for. You're going to want them full eventually, especially if you're saving for something. Now, if you are worried about your car, or you are worried about, you know, emergencies or different things happening, and that is more of a priority for you and more of a fear for you, then definitely go with your emergency fund. In your situation, I don't think there's a wrong decision here. It's just what's going to feel best for you and what you're most comfortable with. So that's awesome. Awesome job. That's really exciting. Next question is from Thrifty Asian. She says, "Since you have a set date on getting paid, what advice would you give someone where a couple times a year they get paid 3 times a month rather than twice a month? Like, pay all your bills in the first 2 checks and use the extra paycheck for savings? I hope I explained it right." That's actually a really good question. And check out my video from last Friday. So last Friday, Jamie got paid 3 times in June, which was awesome. It was a really great month for us income-wise. But Murphy kept hitting. And we had, I think it was like $1,300 worth of car bills. So that extra money just went to car stuff and new tires and car repairs and stuff. But what I would do is, you know, pay your bills. Try and, you know, pretend like it's a normal month, and then any extra money goes towards whatever goal you're working on, whether it be savings or paying off debt, whatever it is. Treat it as if you aren't. Or if you do have something special that you're saving for, or something's coming up, or, you know, we're trying to beef up our vacation funds and everything like that. So maybe put some extra money towards a fund like that. But anything else, put towards debt. Put towards your emergency fund. Whatever baby step you're on, do that. That's going to make the most progress. So Sarah asks, how do you start this system, cash envelope system, with little savings? So you're already going to be spending that money anyways. The cash envelope system is not for, I think you're confusing it with sinking funds. Sinking funds are funds that you are saving for something. So saving for Christmas, saving for car repairs, saving for vacations, different things like that. Cash envelopes are different things that you're already spending money on. I'm already spending money on groceries. I'm already spending money on eating out. I'm already spending money on pocket money. It is just a way to control that spending. So what are you already spending money on? Gas, groceries, whatever it is, and then use cash envelopes for that. So if your grocery budget is $300 a month, take out that $300 in the beginning of the month, use that for groceries, pay with cash. When you're paying with cash, it just totally changes your mindset of, this is my hard-earned money. Do I really want to give this up? Yeah, it's a lot harder to give up this cash than to swipe a card. Swiping a card is easy. I'll deal with it later. It's okay. Don't worry. Totally different mindset. Also, if you're paying with cash and you have $50 for this grocery trip and your bill comes to $51.37, you're looking on the belt saying, all right, we're going to put those cookies back. All right, we're going to put that ice cream back. All right, we're going to put that head of lettuce back, whatever it is. And it just makes you not go over your spending. You know, a lot of people leave their debit card at home. They leave it at home, they only bring the cash, so they have to put stuff back if they don't. If you're swiping the card, yeah, that extra $5 is fine. $20 over, no big deal. But no, it is. It adds up. It really is a big deal. So paying with cash, it really just changes your mindset of how are we going to do this? How are we going to stay within our budget? So I hope that helped. All right, guys, we've got some money wins. All right, this first one is from Heidi. Nope, I'm sorry. This first money win is from Ava Elizabeth, and it says, my money win is that I'm writing my final check today to completely pay off my personal loan for my parents. The loan was mainly for my used car. I got it right after college 3 years ago. I've paid off $6,000 in the last 3 months. That's incredible. It's $2,000 a month. Prior to the start in 2018, I was moving slowly, but finally felt the motivation at the start of the year to pay off the loan by my 25th birthday, which is Tuesday. Happy belated birthday. It feels so incredible to set and reach a big goal with money. Thank you for all your helpful and motivational videos. Girl, that is awesome. I am so proud of you. That is incredible. $6,000 in 3 months. That is hard work. Girl, be proud of that. Keep that momentum going. That's so awesome. I'm so proud of you. Next is from The Budget Bound. She's awesome, guys. If you don't know her, go check her out. It says, I love this series, Kelly. Thank you so much for answering our questions. I have 2 debts that we paid off in June. That's awesome. They were 2 small medical bills, and now I have an extra $35 per month to put towards our next debt. When we started life on a budget on February 1st this year, we had 34 separate debts, 0 savings, and no idea where our money was going. Today, we have paid off 7 of those debts. We have $1,000 in the bank. We've cash flowed 2 separate emergencies, totaling about $500, which would have been a huge crisis before. And my husband started a new job with a $9,000 pay increase. $9K, that's awesome. We have truly been blessed since we got on budget and started telling our money what to do. That is awesome. Guys, when you are on a zero-based budget, when you are in this plan, you are telling your money what to do rather than your money telling you what to do. And that was the biggest thing for me, is my money used to have such a hold on me, and it was just crazy of how I was not in control. It was in control of me. And then when I got on a budget and everything, I'm now in control. So now it's Jamie and I, which is so cool. So guys, that is all of the questions that I have for today. Let me know if you have any questions or money wins down below in the comments. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.